But when we first got them, we put them in their little pouches at night, and so they still really love. And they'll just fold up. They just lay there upside down.
Yeah,
so just their legs and tail.
Kind of just like
Exactly. That's exactly how they sit in the pouch. Yeah. So there's a way to pick. You don't just pick them up like a dog.
Yeah, so his body
Kind of
is,
flip
like,
them around.
naturally moved away.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, they get a little zoomy and they start zooming around.
Oh, wow.
But sometimes, I don't remember who, but they'll be zipping around and then they'll forget that the gate is there.
Oh my gosh. That looks so fun.
So
I want to be kangaroo now.
I'm gonna go check.
So they're gonna get bottle fed?
yeah, I just let them run around a little bit, work their energy up, and then,
But you also have just a kangaroo counter,
right,
right?
yeah. And that, the encounter is right after the, are you guys signed up for that?
Yeah.
Yeah, the encounter is at 2:30, and it's just going out the pasture with our adults, and then, kangaroo backs, and you can pet, they just are not on bottles, obviously, out in the pasture, so.
She's making
You
a
can feed them
mess.
snacks and
She's working on.
pet them and touch them. Let's see what they look like as adults. And then our male is, we have two males out there. One of them is not neutered and one is neutered. If there's two males unneutered, they would kill each other. We can't have that. That's a boo, or boo. Hi, boo boo. Yes, they're very friendly. I wouldn't stick your arm in because they could just. But you guys will see them on the farm tour. John has done research of different animals that from different places. It's not just like a store that you go to and walk in and say, "I want a camel." So I'm not sure of all the different places that he has got different animals, but they started it started off with just chickens, and then they got horses and just basic farm animals like that. But they started getting animals about 3 years ago. So. Honestly, that's not a long time to collect. There's a lot of yeah. This barn is new. They had this built, I'm gonna say maybe a year ago, roughly. I've been here for 3 months, so it's been here more than 3 months. Hi, baby. You want your bottle? Really?
Oh, I don't know, ask her.
Dolly has medicine that gets added to her bottle.
Yeah.
You got it? Okay. And then, Holly is very impatiently waiting for her bottle too.
You see this one?
So those are quadrunnies. No, so these guys are quadrunnies. They're not sloths. Yeah, they're equivalent to like a raccoon that we have here, but they would be from Central and South America. So we'll be modeling the devil and hold them and take pictures and do that. So they like to bicker with each other. They're kind of like, siblings, where they're just kind of like, get out of here, you get out of here, stop looking at me. And I think I step on their tails at least once a day, because they're just always under your feet. Yes, it's like, I feel bad, but I'm like, you're just right there all the time. There is approximately 43 million kangaroos in Australia for about, 13 million people.
Hug Island.
I mean, as soon as you guys are out of there, I'll do the bottles.
Oh, I was making.
But I would say, Ali.
This is
Would
getting
be.
made right now.
Okay. Oh, you got the bottles, kangaroo bottles ready though? I'll take them now. Just 4, right? Oh. Remember afternoon is only.
Yeah, well, then you said 8, but she asked how many bottles.
That's for the cow, hun.
Yeah, well,
There is no 8 kangaroos.
Mom's covered.
I know, that's why.
She asked how many cows. Right? Did you ask? Oh.
There was only 2 bottles.
Oh. Afternoon is always 4.
But so 8 bottles for the cows.
Cows.
Dolly gets medicine, yeah, I know about her medicine.
Yeah.
Oh, that's why I'm confused.
Then you should clarify.
I'm sorry.
It's always the same. Their afternoon's always 4.
Sorry.
It's okay.
How do you know if they're boys or girls?
Mainly from their coloring. So the little gray one here is female, there's a boy, and then we have the boys. All right, so if everybody wants to grab a chair, and we're short of chair, and so you can either sit on the ground, or this does not make it a chair, but. Okay, so.
Stay left where Constance driveway turn right. First gravel drive. Red barn, Tigers.
There you go. He wants to be squeezed. You can hold that. So hold it straight up like that. And up to there. I'm sorry, I'm missing one. Max. Alright. Yeah. Oh, you're ready. So if you can use this hand and grab his tail.
Daily trial.
So I was talking about the symbiotic relationship.
Everybody look at me and smile. I know, you're really cute. Keep it out a little bit more. Yeah, so that way he can kind of come to it versus it's heavy and smashed backwards. Thank you. Oh, that's okay. So, you can just grab on there. There you go.
with tail.
I thought you were Benton for a minute over there.
I've heard of that before. That's so crazy. I've heard that before.
Well, I heard your voice and I was like,
Yeah.
yes,
I started singing too.
Yeah, I'm gonna like Grammys night.
yeah, in that outfit, that blue. Yeah, you gotta wear that for Halloween.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That, what do you wear, like a blue?
Onesie.
Tux type, whatever.
Well, I call it a onesie. I mean,
It is like a, what was it, like a tux onesie or something? What
Yeah.
was it? I don't remember.
It was basically a onesie that he had a couple people pulled that had his clothes off.
Yeah. I just remember it was blue.
Yeah. So how many bottles do they get a day?
These guys get 3 a day. And then the older 2 girls get twice a day, morning and evening. Technically, the older 2 girls don't need a bottle for nutrition wise, but we keep them on bottles just for socialization with us. So it's more of a bonding thing to keep them on a bottle. But eventually they'll head out into the pasture with the adults here pretty soon. Now that it's, I just looked at the weather, we're gonna have a 31-degree night next week.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, it's gonna be really cold.
I was like, what in the world? Can't make this night. So once it's consistently warm in the evenings, we'll turn them out in the big pasture.
So the moms like sleep outside, the babies sleep in there?
Well, so the 2 females that we have in the pasture now.
It's
this is the first time
fifth
that we'll
door
have
on the left.
babies that were born, will be, or were born on the farm.
Oh.
These guys were born on the farm here.
Oh, okay. Sorry, Fallon.
Okay. Yeah, they're pretty durable. Little animals. Aren't you?
And they don't need the bacteria.
So you can get some bottle just like consistently, but like a little gentle squeeze, so that way, when they first start, when they first attach to the teeth when they're born, they're so tiny, they're not suckling at all, and so mom is pumping blood to them, or blood, milk.
Yeah.
It got a little intense real quick there. So as they get older, sometimes they just keep up that habit and they don't have a strong suckle at all, and so sometimes you have to squeeze the bottle a little bit for them.
Yeah.
How we doing over here? Doing good. And you can do the same thing, you can just kind of, yeah, consistent.
Do you need help?
Yes, please. Just a little bit at a time. There you go. And just hold it straight up a little bit more, so that, see how you're getting towards the end, we don't want them sucking on in the air.
Then they fart, right?
They do, I have heard them fart. It was so embarrassing, we switched we have like a pellet kibble thing that they're on, and we ran out of it, so we switched them temporarily onto a different pellet. Everybody did fine on the pellet, but one of them, one of the older girls, she started getting diarrhea, and so, but leading up to that, I was doing an encounter like this, and every time she hopped, she would fart. This is so embarrassing. Everyone hopping around. And then the next day she had everyone like, oh, well, then sometimes they're not gonna always finish their bottle up, especially they have hay and kibble in there, and so sometimes they get full on that.
You worried?
No, but I was like, he was back there, so just seeing. So how long do they nurse with their mom?
About 5 months, and then they're gonna be on their own. Also, I found really crazy is kangaroos, even though they have a lot of babies, they're terrible mothers. So their concept of motherhood is just quantity, not quality. And so if they're being chased by a predator they will grab their baby out of their pouch, toss it to the predator, keep on trucking, and because they have 2 uteruses, they can be pregnant and actually have an embryo ready to be born in the other uterus. And so she could toss one baby from the pouch to predator, and then 2 days later give birth to the baby that was just sitting and waiting in her uterus. And so it's like, just have another one. Exactly. So as far as pulling the babies to put them on bottles, she does not. No big deal at all. She's like, okay, okay, yeah.
On the end, is that the island?
The stall?
Yeah.
No, we have baby goats and mom and alpaca in there.
Oh.
So the Highland cows are up at the big farm. Or actually, no, I think they're in petting zoo right now.
Yeah.
So they're out running around. So you'll see them when you do the farm tour.
All continents. Taste it? Taste it?
But yeah, so if you ever wondered how you hold a kangaroo, take the tail, and you just do a little flip right in your arm like that, and that's how you hold it. And I don't know what it is, but people have the hardest time with that concept, because they're like holding like this and like that, and I'm like, no, you.
Well, because it's not
Hold
shaped
tail,
like
but-
any other animal.
Yeah. So it's kind of like,
Wow.
that, yeah, that's the thing too, like that is not hurting them at all. And,
The tail is so dang still.
yeah.
Huh.
Alright, it was funny the other day. So another fun fact about kangaroos, when they pee, so everything comes out of the same hole, poo, pee, everything. And anyway, when they pee, it comes out and then they drag their tails through their pee, which is just wonderful. And so one of them had a wet tail when they were doing the bottle feedings. They're like, oh, he's wet. I'm like, is he?
Oh.
Like, all right. Like, oh, is Peter wet too? I'm like, yeah, pee paws. That's what we call that. Is he's got pee paws. Ready, bud? All right, next. The last one you can. The other way that you can hold them is kind of, especially as they get bigger, underneath your tail like this, and then hold like that. Because when they get big, you can't scoop them in your arm so much. Right now, they're small enough to just do that. What are you guys looking for? What's going on? All right. Oh, there you go. Perfect. And then, so I think, well, everybody's on farm tour from 3 o'clock.
Yeah.
So you can hang out in the pavilion. This is right here where you guys were waiting earlier. There's another big group here that are going to do a kangaroo encounter, and so they're, you don't follow them.
And she was doing very poorly with the tour, so we ended up bringing her into the living room and bringing all
So
in.
you guys want to head outside
the farm
and
tour.
get out here?
I told that kid when she finished her chemo that we would have an end of chemo
And then
party.
at
And she did well, and we had an end of chemo party for about 80 guests. But her name was Hadley, it's not that common of a name, so I feel like
Yeah.
we should. These are the ladies. Hit the hand sanitizer right there, ready to go.
All right, you guys. So then at 3 o'clock, then go out the door and I'll be in front of the other party.
So we're gonna keep walking past him, we're gonna keep walking past, you guys enjoy. I will get a little feed. excuse us. So Doug is over here, so we're gonna pack this way. You don't approach, so she will approach you. Alright, you open one. You alright, buddy? What happened? You alright, bud? We're just gonna walk through the gate over there. Yep, go keep walking past it. Don't chase the baby camel and stay away from him. She's still a little frisky. That's a baby, yep, that's Prince Salim. Right, right. So she's pregnant with a zebra dog.
Mm-hmm.